Okay, this is the highlight video from Thursday trading at GreatStockPicks.com. Kind of an interesting situation here with CCJ. You see the little breakout today, nice pop there. Actually called two trades in this, and it's a good little window into our mindset when trading. So we're going to share it with you here. Early on, and this wasn't even on my radar until it did this morning. Okay, as I said in I think yesterday's video, I spend the first 5 or 10 minutes. I have a watch list already, but I'm not going to take a trade in the first 5 or 10 minutes on most days. So what I do is I spend the first 5 or 10 minutes typing symbols of stocks that are exhibiting unusual volume into the chat room. Kind of helps our membership and myself build a list for the day. Okay, so CCJ, I'm not going to chase this. Nice 200,000 share pop in the early going. And look what happens if you do chase it. You might get excited, right? Buy 1977, thinking it's a slam dunk to 20. Easy money. Well, no, it's not. The market's never that nice. So I made two calls in this. The first call was right over this red candle at 1949 with a worst case stop below this candle, 1937, 12 cents risk. Well, what happened was from 1939 it went to, let me get this right here, 1956. I said that wrong. I'm sorry. 1949 was the entry, and it went to 1956. Gave me a minute or two, and I'm watching the SPY as well, the overall S&P, and the S&P was showing weakness. So I took a little scalp in some of this, and when it came back to my entry, I killed the rest of the trade, as I told everybody in chat. You know, because you're not going to fight the SPY. I already know this is an early trade, and so it's more apt to be whipped out. So basically made sandwich money there, even though the actual trigger and then stop a few minutes later. Actually, see, there you go. I'm sorry. It went to, I had that wrong. It went higher than that. It went to 19, from 49, it went to like 58. Okay, so somewhere in there I sold some, and then when the market rolled over, I killed the rest. And that's what I told everybody. And it would have stopped out. And so what I did was I took a little net gain, and that would have been a loss had I not been watching the SPY. But the beauty of it is we knew we still had a potential breakout, okay, and it's just grinding lower here, grinding lower. And so using a method I teach, I called it again at 1936 and a low of day stop. You ready? No clean setup here. And then, boom, there's the trigger. And the stop was at the low of the day, 12 cents below, 1936, 1924 stop. And look what happens. All the way through the high of the day, and makes it to 2037. So moved over $1 in our favor on 12 cents risk, not counting the other little scalp we had in it. Okay, just an example of always watch the market when trading, and make sure that you're not fighting the market. Aflac, AFL, wasn't even on our watch list either, but did this, what we call our PFPD, or potential final push down. Okay, it had this shape and volume coming in, and using a method I teach our members, 43.56 was the entry, right about in here, I believe, right where my arrow is, 43.56, and it went to 44.20, which is a nice move on 7 cents risk. All right, trigger was 43.56, the stop was 49. So a very, very nice move there. On very low risk, and BHI, another one of these bottom feeding plays. Now it ended up coming back down at the end of the day, but we don't care. Our entry call was 48.41 on BHI. I think that was right here where my arrow is, and a worst case stop was only 10 cents below and never got hit. And from 48.41, this did make it. It just kept climbing over the next couple hours, which was very nice for us. Made it to 49.29, so an 88-cent move in our favor on 10 cents risk. Some pretty nice ones there today. All right, won't keep you any longer. We'll follow up Friday afternoon with the calls that we make in chat on Friday. Have a good night.